Hi, this is Lee Sheward. I'm the stunt coordinator for Ted Lasso, and you're watching Rafters, Sports and Movies.
Yes, we are live. This is Scott with Rafters Sports and Movie Football Edition, some football talk on a Wednesday. And that's got me super excited because I think football on a Wednesday is awesome. Well, I like football every day. Got my Waterboy jersey on, Bobby Boucher. It's the only jersey I have at this point. So I got my football jersey on, got my little mini football in hand. It's a junior football. That's why it's so little. I'm not a big guy, but, you know, it's a little football. And so today, my special guest is my first former NFL football player bringing to the channel. I'm so excited to introduce you to Mr. Michael Allen Holmes. And Mike, if you will, you're on the channel, Mike. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me today. It's a great day here in the city of Houston.
Absolutely. Amen to that. And hopefully cooler weather is coming soon because it's still hot.
Well, it should start tomorrow sometime.
I like that. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. So let me give everybody else, because I've known Michael for a couple of months now. It's been a pleasure, and I enjoy talking with him every time we speak. So Michael played for the San Francisco 49ers. He also did some time with the Winnipeg, what was the name of that team? The Blue Bombers. Was it the Blue Bombers?
Yes, Winnipeg Blue Bombers. I played.
And then he also played for the Washington Federals over in the USFL. I hated to see the USFL go the way of the dinosaur, because I really thought they brought a good brand of football. But it kind of looks like there can only be one in the U.S., right? I mean,
well, it's pretty much only one brand. That's the NFL.
Right. And so got a couple of questions. And the first one I want to kick off is for the young ones. What would you tell, and in this case, you're talking to my nephew, because he's a little fella. He's a freshman in high school. And if he had aspirations to be in the NFL, what would you tell this youngster?
Well, the key to anything concerning sports, the more you work at your particular trade, the better you can be. The key to everything is work. You have to work at it at all times. It all depends whatever position he desires to play in it. You got to get your reps in. The more reps you get in, the better you're going to be. And that's your desire to play professional football. That means now you understand where you're trying to go. Now you got to work hard to make it happen. And it just don't happen overnight. It takes a lot of reps and hard work.
And while you're taking a break, 20 other guys are out there doing extra reps.
Doing extra reps.
Or that's extra laps. Eat, sleep, drink. Your sport, your profession.
If you put in the time, it'll pay off for you.
So following up on that, when we're talking about positions, I want to be quarterback. I want to be the one that, you know, everybody sees. I want to be the leader on the field. What would you say to the youngsters?
The same thing. If I'm a quarterback, I understand a couple things. I have to be a leader. I have to be able to communicate with the wide receiver, with the offensive lineman, communicate with the running back. make sure that we all on the same page anytime we call a play. And the most important thing, at the end of the day, we have to put the ball in the end zone. We don't put it in the end zone, we can't win.
No points, no win.
No.
I wish the Texans would learn that. Because right now they're not putting enough points in. They're staying close, but they're playing this close game. I don't like that.
Well, you can't win in sports close. To win in sports, you have to score. And that's pretty much in every sports that you get involved with, the baseball side, the basketball side, the hockey side. The team that wins scores the most points. 3 points can only help you at the end of the game. When you go down to the 2-yard line, it's a must you put it in the end zone.
If you get in the 20, I'm sorry, you got to put points on the board.
You got to put points, not 3.
3's not enough.
The 3 is only good when the clock is running out 2-3 seconds. The 3 points will help you out. But if you continue getting 3 points throughout the whole game, and the other team is getting 7, something wrong with the addition there.
Yeah, that's not the way to win. I mean, are we there to win, or are we there to fill the seats with people and sell merchandise and sodas and cotton candy, or are we there to win a Super Bowl?
Right.
In the case of the NFL.
See,
in the case of college, it's the College World Series.
When I'm out speaking to kids, and one of my pet questions that I ask a kid, no matter what position they play, wide receiver, defensive back, what makes a good defensive back? First thing they'll tell me, agility, speed, knowledge of the game. And my response to that is all 3 answers you gave me was wrong. So well, what's the answer? The answer is get an interception and put it in the end zone. If you put it in the end zone, that means you got an opportunity to win.
Because we have points.
Yes, you got points. Same thing with a wide receiver. What's a good wide receiver?
One that can catch and miles after the carry.
No, that's not a good receiver. A good receiver put the ball in the end zone.
Period. End of story.
It's the end of story. If you put prime example, if I catch a pass and go 90 yards, we come out on the next play. The offense fumble the football and give it back to the defense. So the 90 yards really didn't help us. You need 10 more yards.
You're still at 0. You're still at no points.
You still need to get 10 yards. So the key to everything, put the ball in the end zone.
There you go. All right, everybody listen up. That's some sage wisdom right there. And it's so basic, but I think sometimes we forget between the lines. That's what Texans coaches, that's what you need to do. All the other coaches seem to figure it out eventually.
A prime example, you got 4 wide receivers. We call it double-double. And all 4 of the wide receivers have 90 passes. But between the 4, they ain't got but 2 touchdowns. So they really didn't do anything to support the team. You catch 90 passes, you got to at least have 12 touchdowns. But when you don't have none, that was a waste of season to me.
That's pretty deep. That's pretty deep. I like that. I like that a lot. That's a kind of a Moneyball way of looking at it.
Yes.
And we don't hear about Moneyball in football, but if you're not putting points on the board, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Are you a lineman?
It might as well be.
Because poor Derrick Henry. Love Derrick Henry a lot, but he's had 2 catastrophic fumbles in the past 2 games. And
yes, the good
and
thing about
put enough points on the board.
But the good thing about Derrick, he will put the ball in the end zone. We have to say he will put it in. At the end of the day, you look at his stats, he may have 1,000 yards, but he got at least 15 touchdowns. That's a big difference.
Right. He and Saquon are my 2 favorite running backs that are playing
put the
right
ball
now.
in the end zone.
Right, and that's why. That's why they do the double push. They do whatever it takes. They twist, they
whatever
turn.
it takes.
They're not giving up. Yeah, I don't like the players that you barely touch them and they fall down. I'm sorry, this is not basketball.
This is
not basketball. Yeah. Okay, so I did wanted to ask you, who is the coach you enjoyed playing for the most over the course of your career?
Don Shula, Miami Dolphins.
Don Shula. Love Don Shula's Dolphins in particular, but where were you at when were you with the Dolphins when you played for him?
Yes, I was with the Miami Dolphins in 1977.
Okay.
And
so tell me what made that a good experience for you with Don Shula. Definitely one of the top 10 great coaches of all time.
Well, being there in the meeting with the Miami Dolphins and Don Shula, when he expressed himself concerning football, it means something. And once a lot of coaches talk, and a lot of things you don't seem to understand, but Don Shula made sure everything was self-explanatory. The prime example, he took that team that went 17-0, and some of the quality on that team shouldn't have been on the field. But they understand what he was saying, and the technique that they use works. And they were winners.
Everybody had their job. They knew what their job was. They did their job.
And they become winners.
Right.
And today you don't see that. You see where everybody trying to do their own thing instead of working as a unit, instead of working as a team. It goes back to one of the statements I made earlier. Since we here in Houston, let's take the Texans. You play 10 ball games. You got 4 defensive back. Out the 4 defensive back, you only have 2 of them had interceptions.
That's not enough.
Make me understand that. They throw the ball 90 times. So that means everybody going through the motion instead of trying to get an interception and put it in the end zone.
Right.
We just
why aren't they jumping the route? Why aren't they? Are they too scared to even try to jump the route?
Yes. The quarterback is giving them opportunity. Position yourself where you can intercept the ball. The coverage you are playing is great for interception, but make the interception.
Right.
We don't even try to knock the ball down. The ball go right through our hands. Put some glue on your hands or something.
I remember the spray glue in high school.
Yes. Yes.
And I used it in junior high one time, and then
just think. Watching the game, just look at it. How many times the quarterback threw the football? How many times the defensive back touched the football and it's on the ground? Find some glue, do something. Hug the ball. You got to make things happen.
So going back to when you played, it was not the run and gun. That wasn't a thing yet.
No, it wasn't a thing yet. That didn't happen until late. Coach Miles brought that in.
So you as a safety, you're covering for the breakdown at the line, the breakdown, the second layer.
Right.
You're coming up to catch it so it doesn't get any further. You're there to shut it down.
Say my job is to pretty much read the quarterback. And once you get a read on a quarterback, the quarterback pretty much tell you who's he going to throw the football to. And just react to that. It's just basic. Sit and wait. Don't react. See, we got a habit of reacting before, and the quarterback still got the football. Your job is to drop back. Once you read, then you react.
Right. Nobody behind you.
Nobody. That's what we call a cardinal sin. It should never be nobody behind the safety at no time. But you look, There go a bum. You look, the safety trailing. Why is he trailing? He didn't read. He looking
Or
at somebody.
he bit incredibly wrong. He bit the
Definitely,
farm.
hey, definitely wrong. Definitely wrong.
Okay, so follow up on the coaching question. Who is the coach that you would have loved to play for, living or deceased, that you thought would have been like, oh, that would have been the best coach ever to play for?
Well, it ain't but one. That's Don Shula.
Okay, all right, one on your list. Okay,
Yeah, Don
I
Shula.
respect that. Yeah, I did love watching his Miami Dolphins, and my little football helmet back down here in my cabinet that my mom repainted for my high school, that was my Little League helmet. And we were the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So who did I love? I love the Dolphins. And this was around 74, 75, 76. So it was right in that time frame. And I do have a football. Now it's a replica, but it's got all the signatures from the no loss season.
Yeah. There were some great young men.
It's not a very good shape. I did not take care of it as a good young man because I didn't understand what I had. And my dad got it for me. You're on the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And
see, I was blessed to be part of that particular group, to see what took place before I got there. Have an opportunity to work out with those guys on a daily basis. They understood, I understood what makes a winner. That's hard work.
Hard work. So let's talk about now. Let's talk about what you're doing now. And you've got some stuff that you do. It's kind of giving back, and it's a different sport.
Yes, it's definitely a different sport. I've been put in a situation where the good Lord blessed me, able for me to play professional football. Now I'm in a position to give back to my particular school, which is Ball High School in Galveston, Texas. We put on a golf tournament every year to raise money to give scholarships to the kids at Galveston Ball. We give away 4 scholarships to the kids at Galveston Ball for the last 7 years. And what we tried to do is, I don't know if you're aware, under the UIL rule, each school has 15 different sports. So we trying to cover all 15 sports.
Oh my.
Although I'm a football player, and what we didn't want to happen is that you're giving back to your school, but you're only giving it to the football team. That's not what we're trying to do. We gonna make all 15 sports. We again, like I said, we give away 4 scholarships to 4 different sports at Ball High School. And I am the president of the Galveston Professional Athlete Golf Tournament in Galveston, Texas, that we've been holding for the last 7 years. Along with that, I am the NFL Alumni Houston Chapter President. We're in the process doing the same thing here in the city of Houston, finding a way to raise some money to where we can give some scholarships to the kids of Houston, Texas.
That's awesome. That's incredible. And thank you for your hard work on that. And I know the students at Ball High love the opportunity to have the opportunity. And so good for you to be in a position to help and to do that for them. I think that's incredible.
Well, I'm enjoying it. Given an opportunity to give back to any kid, Mike Holmes, that's what Mike Holmes is all about, helping out wherever I can.
That's great. Now tell me about your baseball endeavors and show us the ring.
I'm going to show you the ring first.
There it is. Get a good look. Hold it right there. There you go. Perfect.
Okay.
2010 World Series
champs.
And tell us the story behind it.
Okay. Although I mentioned the part about doing scholarships for the golf program. Before that, we had a program here in the city of Houston called RBI, Reviving Baseball for Inner City Kids. That program, we brought that program from California to Houston, Texas in 1997. At that time, we in partner, as I mentioned, we in partnership with Major League Baseball. So that means we travel everywhere to play the game of baseball. Kids from 13 to 15, kids from 16 to 18. We had 2 different groups. And also with that group, we also had a girls softball team
Oh, that's awesome.
that traveled with us from 97 all the way up to 2014. But the ring itself, we've been going to the World Series every year from 97 up to 2010. We made it to the World Series, but we didn't win. 2010, we found a way to win the World Series. So we won the World Series in 2010. And all the kids that was on that team have this particular ring to let them know that they have a chance to play Major League Baseball on a Major League field on a consistent basis.
That's got to be such a cool feeling for these young men and women for the softball side.
Yeah.
To be able to play in a big league park like that, and to see it, and to see, maybe if I work a little harder, maybe if I get that extra rep, I can play here for when I'm 10 years older, 20 years old, when I'm an adult, in other words.
Yes, and then some of the young men that came through the program, you may know of them or heard of them. One is Chris Young.
Yep.
Chris Young from Bel Air High School, with Michael Barnes from, I think Michael went to Eisenhower High School, and we had Carl Crawford. Those guys came through our program, turned out to be Major League Baseball players at a higher level. And I think it was the same year we went to the World Series. All 3 of them was in the All-Star game together.
They're like, hold it, wait, I know you. You're all there. Yeah, what a good reunion. That's the kind of reunion you want, is to see that and to see them go on to the next level and maximize their potential, their possibilities.
Yeah,
because you can reach your goals.
Yeah,
Chris, you gotta put in work.
If you take a look at Major League Baseball on TV today, Chris is one of the commentators.
Oh, I bet he's great.
He's
I
a great
haven't heard
man. But Chris is there.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that. So you want to get in touch with Michael, hit me up. I'll put you in touch with him so that you can donate to his causes here. He's got a couple going. Love to have your support because I know some of you guys are watching live and some of you guys are going to watch this later, and that's okay. Either way, it works for us. We don't care. We just want to get the help out there where the help is needed. So let's jump back to football, and I am going to write this down, so I got to find something to write with. Super Bowl matchup. What's your pick? Who's your call? And don't trick me by picking 2 teams from the same conference, because that wouldn't be very nice of you.
Well, one team I have to pick have to be the 49ers.
Okay, all right. Respect. Going with the home team. Okay.
And
meaning where you played your most. Okay.
Right. And
so that's the NFC. So who you got for the AFC?
I think it's a toss-up on that side.
Who are you tossing? You going to go with the Ravens, or you going to go with Kansas City?
I have to go with a winner, Kansas City.
Okay. I would love to see.
They have yet to be beaten. They dropped the ball, but all of a sudden they know when to respond. And when they start responding, they're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's this is going to be an interesting year for them. I think they're losing the first 2 games. They bounced back in the third, and I think they're back to square. Now they just got to stay healthy.
But the key to them, you can't count them out.
Well,
You say,
they thought not going to let him do that, meaning Andy Reid.
that's what I'm saying. You can't count that group out. I call it the team itself. They have what we call a rabbit's foot. They down some kind of way. They find a win. They find a way to win. So they have that magic. They have that magic. Until somebody just knock that magic away from them, they still in the picture.
I thought it was interesting. DeAndre Hopkins is now with the Ravens. He was with the Chiefs last year, and now he's not. I found that to be kind of interesting.
Well, to answer that particular question, you have to understand sports. Sports is really complicated. The way they operate with the individual, you either be the one that's benefit from it, or you one what we call a castaway. Because everybody's looking for a ball player that's willing to put in the time, put in the hard work, and put the ball in the end zone.
To fight for every inch and put it in the end zone.
Yes.
Yep. And I think they picked up 2 or 3 younger guys, might be a little hungrier.
That's what I'm saying. They're giving a younger guy a chance. They may be the answer they're looking for.
Right.
See, sometimes we put in the time and we forget. We have to continue working. We just can't go through the motion no more. We still got to elevate myself to where I'm able to perform at a high level. And let's put the ball in the end zone. People looking for people to put the ball in the end zone. That's the bottom line.
Right. Yeah, I think some of those coaches may have forgotten that. Definitely some of the players.
Well, you
when
can
they're
see
barely touched and they're flailing on the ground, like, you are not hurt. I'm sorry. How many pads are you wearing? None?
Well, you can see it out there on the field. It don't take you long to realize who getting ready to win this football game.
All right, yeah. I totally agree with that.
And see, we are sometimes we blind. That's our own blindness. Because everybody picked the Cowboys to do this, the Cowboys to do that. What I see, they play 3 quarters. Quarter 4, they stop playing. But the game is not over.
I haven't seen the Cowboys play for a coach in decades.
I agree.
In decades. And it's sad. And even when what's his face was there, Jimmy, they played for him.
Yeah.
They played for him. They bled for him. They, and
but you see, that makes it different, though. That makes it different.
Absolutely. Because you're okay. So let's get to, and you thought I was going to forget, but I'm not. We're going to get to 4 to 5 questions. These are my rapid fire questions, top of your head. These aren't hard ones, so this will be good. Favorite sports moment of all time, and it could be any sports moment. Your favorite when you wanted to sit down and talk to a group of folks. What's your favorite sports moment? It could be football, baseball, basketball. Anything. Favorite sports moment?
Well, I have to say it's football. It's my rookie year. I had my first year in Cleveland. I had the opportunity to be the kickoff returner. And they kicked the ball on me. When I realized what was happening, I done ran 90 yards, scored a touchdown. That's awesome. That's with me today. I can still see it.
Did you throw the ball in the stands, or did you get to keep it, or did you think to keep it?
No, I kept that one. That was my first touchdown as a professional.
That's beautiful. I love that. My son did kickoff return and punt return in his high school senior year. And he would do punt return. And the coaches loved it and hated it because he would not let the ball go. He would catch it, or he would get the ball, and then he would go. And one time it bounced, and he grabbed it, and he just took off, and he took it to the house. I'm not playing around. He caught the edge and just kept on going. And when he ran through the end zone, he handed the ball to the superintendent of athletics and handed him the football because he was at the end of the end zone. Said, "Here you go, that's for you." He didn't know who the guy was. I did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to bring that to me. All right, here's the next question. You got to think in the way back machine. Way back to maybe little Michael. What's the first sports movie you remember watching? It's one of my favorite questions.
The guy that's coming out the cornfield.
Oh, Field of Dreams?
Yes.
Field of Dreams. First sports movie, Field of Dreams. Okay. All right. That's a classic. And James Earl Jones lent his, well, he was in the movie too, but him doing the narrating, it's just chilling.
Yes.
So chilling.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Favorite motivational sports movie, could be the same movie, might be a different one. Favorite motivational when you're like, man, I can tackle the world now. I've watched this movie.
I would still have to stay with the same one. Field of Dreams.
Okay. It does pull
it was some meaning to it.
Oh, there's so much, the what I wouldn't give to have another catch with my dad. That just hits me.
Yeah, it was some meaning to the movie itself.
It's beautiful. So more on the lighthearted side, favorite movie snack or drink. If you could have anything to settle down with the movie in the theater or at home, what's your favorite go-to movie or snack or drink? If you say hamburger, I'm okay with that too.
No, I'm not. That's easy. That's popcorn.
Okay, all right.
You got to. Ain't no sense you going to the movie unless you have some popcorn. Even when you're sitting in your front room watching TV, you got to have some popcorn.
I remember when we first had an air popcorn popper. I thought that was the best thing because the popcorn, before we popped them on the kettle or on the stove.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And then we moved to the air fryer.
So I grew up in the country, so we had the what they call it, the popcorn, the original popcorn.
On the grill, on the stove top. Yeah. Right. Yeah, and the popper. My grandmother had one of those.
Yeah, my grandmother had one too.
Nothing like it. Nothing like it.
And you can't beat that one.
All right. Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming on the channel. Thank you so much for being with me to chat a little football, little movies, a little life. And we'll definitely get you on the channel later on to recap how we're doing with our football picks, which I think you got some pretty solid ones here, barring injury, which don't we have some injury problems with the 49ers right now?
Yes, we do. But the next man got to step up.
Definitely. So is Christian down right now? That's the one.
Our quarterback is down.
Oh, he is such a good.
Purdy is down.
That's like you said, next man up.
Yeah, Jones did a great job.
Okay, I need to catch up on my 49ers. A young man my son played college ball with was with the 49ers when they played against the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Jeffrey Wilson Jr.
Mm-hmm.
He's with Miami right now.
Right.
So anyway, thank you so much. Don't go anywhere. Hang on one second. I got to hit a couple of buttons and I'll be backstage with you to talk a little more. This has been Scott with Rafters Sports and Movie. You've been watching my interview talk chat with Mike Holmes, former NFL football player with the 49ers. That's his favorite place that he remembers playing. Also play with Mike Shula in the Dolphins. And thanks for watching. And until next game.